guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to this week's edition of New Makeup Sunday. Even though it's not Sunday, by the time you're watching this, hopefully it's Monday. I'm trying really hard to get it up for Monday morning, but we'll see how things go. I'm actually filming this right now on Sunday evening. We had a wedding to go to on Friday and Saturday down on Long Island, so I just didn't have time to meet the deadline, especially because I had some products that were showing up later in the week. I was hoping they were going to arrive Thursday, but they showed up on Friday morning just as we were about to leave. So I really wanted to be able to include those in this week's video because up to that point I only had two things that came in on Monday and Tuesday, and it was going to be maybe like a 10-minute video. So I knew I had a bunch more things coming in later in the week, and I definitely wanted to make sure I included those. So I have a lot of really fun stuff to share with you this week, including new products from Huda Beauty and Colourpop. So why don't we go ahead and jump right in and get started. Hey guys, it's Monday. I just got a package from Huda Beauty and she had sent over the new Matte and Metal Melted Shadows. So these are brand new shades. I loved the original ones, but I'm even more excited about these because they look like just really soft, pretty neutral colors. And they also look like they're going to go really beautifully with her new Nude Obsessions palettes, the little ones. They're just kind of the same vibe and color story, and these are meant to actually be used with powder shadows as well as on their own. It says here that they can be layered with powder shadows on top, which is really awesome. So these are $25 each. They're available online starting now and also in store from $124, which by the time you see this video will already be past. So it says that the matte formula can be applied to the eyes using a finger or a brush. You can also use it as a liner, and then it can be used with powder eyeshadows layered on top. And then the metal side you can use as a glitter liner. You can also put it on your lid and blend with a finger, or use it for a metallic cut crease. So why don't we go ahead and swatch all of these. I'm dying to see what they look like. All right, so the first one is French Lace and Diamond Drip. This one looks so pretty. I love the cool toned purple. So the matte side is this one right here. And like I said, I love the formula of these. The mattes feel almost moussey in texture, and they do dry down all the way, so it makes layering on top really easy. They don't remain sticky or tacky or anything like that. And then here's the metallic side, and this one has a brush. This one's a little bit more of like a liquid formula, while the other one feels a little bit lighter weight, like a mousse. But this one also dries down completely. So look at the shine on that. Look at how beautiful. This just paired together for an eye look just by itself would be absolutely stunning. And then the next one we have VI Pink on the matte side. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that shade is too. I can't wait to try these. And then the metallic side is Million Dollar Deals. So there's that one. Then the next matte shade is Request Line. And then the metallic side is Slow Jams. Oh my gosh, I love this one. This one might be my favorite. How beautiful is that? And then we have Cashmere Robe and Penthouse Suite. And then the last one I guess I'll just put down here. We have Cinnamon Toast for the matte shade. These are all so gorgeous. I can't get over it. And then the metallic side is Hella Honey. It's like a beautiful metallic copper. So anyway, what do you guys think of these? I am so excited to try them out and apply them to my eyes. So I will let you guys know. Maybe I'll try one or more of them this week, and I can let you guys know my thoughts on how they wear and apply and all that stuff. But if you'd like to see a video on these, maybe with some application tips or just to see them on my eyes, let me know down in the comments below. Hey guys, I'm just about to go get my son at school, but I just tried one of the Huda Beauty dual-ended eyeshadows. So this is the brown one. I think it was called Cashmere Robe. I can't remember the name of the other one, but I love how it came out. It was so easy to use. I just put a few dots on my eyelid of the matte shade and then blended it with a brush into my crease. And then I just patted the shimmer shade on my lid, and I also lined underneath my eyes with the matte one too. And I love it. It's just like such a quick and easy two-color look, but it's so metallic on the lid, and it gives kind of like that glam look without having to do too much. So really enjoying these so far. I can't wait to see like how long it lasts on my eyes. Hopefully it doesn't crease or anything. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. I just got these two new Colourpop palettes, Nude Mood and Blush Crush. A lot of you were asking if I was going to be ordering these, and I definitely wanted to because they're just right up my alley. They're easy to wear neutral palettes. So the first one is Nude Mood, and this one is just like a basic nude palette. So I'm really curious to see how this compares to a few others in my collection, like Bare Necessities and like the Night Owl palette, because I feel like there's some recent ones that look very similar to this. Actually, the Going Coconuts one looks kind of similar as well. And then we have Blush Crush. So this one is more kind of pinkish neutrals, which is really pretty too. And I can't really off the top of my head think of one that looks like this, but I'm definitely going to look through my collection and see what I can come up with. But first I want to go ahead and do some swatches for you guys. All right, so here's a look at Nude Mood first, and the formula feels exactly like all their other palettes, so I didn't feel like I needed to do live swatches because all the Colourpop palettes have the exact same formula, and this one just feels really consistent with the rest of them, so it's really, really nice. All right, and then here's a look at Blush Crush. This one is absolutely beautiful. I feel like this one is a little bit more unique than the other one because I can't think of a Colourpop palette that this one looks exactly like. And I just love these colors on my skin tone for sure. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention with these is that there are Super Shock shadows in them. So there's no pressed glitters, thankfully, but this one right here, Wink Wink, is a Super Shock. And then in this one, Pop a Bottle is also one of the Super Shock shadows. So just something to keep in mind. So I'm going to go quickly dig through my collection and see what I can find that's close to these two. All right, so let's check out Nude Mood next to a few that I mentioned earlier. So the first one is the Night Owl palette. So this one I thought looked really similar, but actually I don't think it does. This shade right here looks like it might be really close, but there's no yellow gold in this palette at all. There's no bronze shimmer. This one's just a little bit more of like a neutral brown. This one's really warm. And this one has a taupey shade, which is sort of close to this one, but this one's just a little bit more like on the pink side, I would say. And then also there's this yellowy brown that this one doesn't have. So really it's not as close as I thought. And then let's look at it next to the Coconut palette. This one actually looks kind of similar at first glance, but again, it's not exact. So we have a dark brown down here that looks kind of similar. And then these two are kind of way more cool toned. This one's more of a neutral. This one, again, is way more cool toned in the Going Coconuts palette. I think this one is just more neutral overall and slightly warm, while this one is mostly cool tones with the exception of this shade right here. So these are also a little bit different. I don't see any exact dupe shades. And then we have the Bare Necessities palette. So let's take a look at these really quickly. So matte ivory shade each one has, and I feel like this shade is kind of close right here. Actually, this one looks like it's in between these two, so it looks kind of similar to both of these, but not exactly. It's like right in the middle. This one looks kind of similar, I would say, to this one right here. Actually, this shimmer looks like maybe just a slightly deeper version of this one, but it's pretty close. So yeah, I mean, I definitely see some similarities. This shimmer shade, this one here is a little bit deeper and a little bit more warm toned than this one. And this matte brown is also pretty close, but not an exact match. This one's a little bit more cool in the bigger palette. So I mean, yeah, you definitely have some very similar shades. It's kind of like a smaller, more condensed version of this bigger one. All right, and then when it comes to Blush Crush, I was thinking maybe Baby Got Peach would be similar, but it actually is not at all. This one is definitely way more peach and coral, so I think we can rule this one out. Another one I thought it might be similar to is Give It To Me Straight. And this one does have, I think, a similar vibe to it, but there aren't many exact dupes. I think this matte ivory shade that leans a little bit pink is similar in both palettes. And then you also have this kind of dusty pink color is very similar in both. And then also this one here looks almost the same. But other than that, I don't really see too many similarities. I mean, there's a deep purple shimmer in this one, and there's these two deep purples, but these are actually the matte shades with the glitter, so it's a little bit different as far as texture goes. I also wondered if it was like the She palette, and again, I think there's some similar vibes going on here, but it's not an exact dupe for sure. I was looking to see if I could find any colors that were the same. And I really don't, even though this one kind of has those similar soft pinkish tones. Then I also thought of the Truly Madly Deeply palette, which was at Ulta. Other than like this purple here, this is also a matte purple with the glitter. So these are kind of similar. And this one actually is very similar to this one now that I look at it. They're almost the same. But I think those are the only two. And then I wondered how it compared to the Sweet Talk palette, because I was thinking this one does also have the Super Shock in it, which actually looks pretty close in color. But other than that, I do think this one has a more kind of corally peachy vibe going on again, while this one is more dusty pinks and purples. So yeah, I think the Blush Crush one is definitely a little bit more unique as far as Colourpop palettes go. So anyway, guys, if you would like to see a video on these with some looks, definitely let me know down in the comments below, and I can put that together for next week. Hey guys, it's Sunday evening. We just came back from our weekend away and I had a whole bunch of boxes waiting for me that came in on Friday and Saturday. So I want to try to go through things as quickly as I possibly can. First, we have some new skincare. So first up is from Star Skin. This was a PR that they had sent to me, and this is their micro filler hand. It looks like it's a two-step process. So the first step is a hyaluronic micro pyramid filler, and then the second step are these gloves. So it looks pretty interesting actually. The cream that's in the filler it contains tiny pyramid shaped crystals made of hyaluronic acid and injected with peptides, plant stem cells, and floret DNA. And basically it says that the cream containing the micropyramids is rolled over the skin on the back of your hands to create controlled and minuscule punctures. So I guess it's sort of like derma rolling, and they're supposed to act like microtunnels for the effective delivery of the active ingredients and also to jumpstart your skin's repair and renewal process. But basically the ingredients are supposed to like smooth and plump up wrinkles. There's a protein that's responsible for stimulating skin renewal. Also, it's supposed to defend against environmental aggressors and enhance the skin's volume and density for a more youthful appearance. So it sounds really, really cool. The only thing I would say though is that it's probably not something that I'm going to want to use right now, just because my hands are super dry and I have all these little cuts, like splits that I get from being super dry. So it's probably something that I'm going to want to try maybe when my hands are in better shape, like when the weather gets a little warmer. It does say on the back that a mild temporary redness may occur due to the active ingredients and not to use on damaged skin. So I'm thinking I'm just going to hold off on trying this for a little while, but it does sound really cool. I also had placed an order with Colleen Rothschild just to replenish one product and also to try another one that I haven't tried in a while. So I grabbed the Age Renewal Super Serum, which I have a bottle of that, but it's almost all the way at the bottom now. And I really have been enjoying this stuff so much. Actually, on days when I don't use it, I feel like I notice a little bit of a difference. There was a while there when I was trying out some other skincare products for a drugstore skincare test that I've been doing. So when I wasn't using this, I really kind of missed it and I noticed a big difference in my skin. So they were having a sale, as they do pretty regularly. So definitely check with them. I'll leave everything linked down below as well. But Colleen often has like 25% off site-wide sales or even like higher percentages off on certain products. So the Age Renewal Super Serum has over 20 potent ingredients, including peptides, collagen boosters, amino acids, vitamins, plant extracts. So I'll just quickly show you the ingredient list here in case you'd like to check that out and just pause the video. And then the second product I got is her Vitamin C Treatment Complex. So I got this 2 years ago, I want to say, in 2018 for the summertime, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And I've been trying other vitamin C since then, but I did miss this one, so I wanted to order it again. So this one doesn't contain ascorbic acid. This one has THD ascorbate, which is like a more stable form of vitamin C, so it doesn't break down as quickly as ascorbic acid, but it also takes like a little bit longer to work. I feel like ascorbic acid shows results a little faster, but it can also really irritate my skin now that it's more sensitive. And I find that this form also just stays fresher longer, so I feel like even when I go through the whole tube and I'm down to the bottom, it's still working like as good as it was in the beginning. So anyway, those are the ingredients right there. Actually, they go around to the other side. Next, I also got a box from Profusion. They sent over a brand new palette called Chestnut Eyes. I want to say they had one like this before, also called Chestnut Eyes, but this one looks a little bit different. So I'm curious to see how this one compares. I'm going to have to dig around and see if I actually have the original one. But they also are coming out with brushes, which I'm so excited about. I have a feeling these are going to be super affordable, like most things Profusion. I can't wait to open these up and just see what they feel like and start using them. It looks like they sent over over a pretty big variety, and it looks like they're all eyeshadow brushes. So why don't we go ahead and open these up and I can kind of give you my initial thoughts. All right, so here's all the brushes. These feel really, really nice. They feel super, super soft. And also the handle, I really like. They kind of have like a matte finish to them that it doesn't quite feel like that rubbery texture, but like almost. It feels like you can really grip it well. They're not super slippery to hold, so I really love that. And then they have Profusion embossed right here, and then also they have the name of the brush printed in rose gold, which is really nice. And there's a card here that says that they're available online, I guess now, and will be available in select Walmart locations this spring. So you have a firm blending eyeshadow brush, a pointed crease brush, a small firm eyeshadow brush, a flat shader eyeshadow, a small pointed brush, and then a flat precise eyeshadow brush for smudging. And then you have a dual-ended eyebrow brush that has an angled brush on one side and then a spoolie on the other. So what I really am liking about these is that they're nice and small, especially for hooded eyes. Like some of them are a little larger, like these crease ones right here, but then you have these really nice tiny ones for more precise crease work, which I really like a lot. And then you also have this smaller flat one, which I love for like putting shadow in the outer corner of your eye and stuff like that. So very, very excited to test these out and use them. I will definitely let you guys know my thoughts and probably just start using them in videos. And then let's take a quick look at Chestnut Eyes. I'm positive they had one called Chestnut Eyes. I just don't know if this is like different packaging or if the colors are different. If I can find it, I'll put a picture of the original up here because I couldn't find it in my collection at all. So I'm really curious to see how they compare. I love Profusion's eyeshadow formula, so I'm sure this is going to be good, but I figured let's just go ahead and swatch a couple shades and see what it's like. So let's try a couple shimmer shades first. These two down here look really beautiful. Then maybe just this coppery one. This one also comes with a brush as well, and I find that their brushes that come with eyeshadow palettes are really nice for the most part. So yeah, these feel really nice and smooth and pigmented, just very similar to Profusion's normal eyeshadow formula that I've gotten used to. And I particularly love Profusion's matte shades. I think they're fantastic. They're just so pigmented, yet so smooth and really easy to blend. So yeah, I mean, these feel just like their other palettes. So I'm sure that this one is going to be really good too. It doesn't seem like they made any changes to their formula or anything like that. So if you're a Profusion fan and you like this color story right here, then I think you'll probably really enjoy this palette. Next up, I got a PR package from Colourpop. They sent over their Luxe Velvet lipsticks. It says featuring 14 new shades in our light as air whipped liquid lip formula that delivers soft diffused color in a weightless texture you'll want to wear every day and feel the fluff. That's so cute. So let's go ahead and swatch these. It looks like they come in duos. So we have this one, which is called What the Fluff. The colors that are in this set are Southbound and Hermosa. So let's go ahead and swatch these. I've never tried this formula before, so I'm very excited to see what it's like. It sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. I'm not a liquid lipstick fan usually, but they say it's light as air and fluffy, so it sounds intriguing. Maybe it'll be a little bit more comfortable. I mean, it definitely feels very light and kind of moussey in texture. So that one was Southbound, and then this one is Hermosa. I just want to quickly feel what these feel like with my finger, just kind of to blend them out a little bit. Ooh, they feel really nice, very creamy, and they kind of just melt into my skin. That's a really kind of interesting texture. When you blend them out, they almost kind of remind me of the Ultra Blotted lips a little bit, but these feel like even a little bit creamier than those, so that is really cool. All right, so then the next set is called Puff Mommy, and the shades are Room Service and Get Money. All right, so first up we have Get Money, which is this one right here. This set is a little bit more on the neutral side. And then we have Room Service. Ooh, I love that color. That is so beautiful. All right, and then this next set is called Powder Room. So in this one we have Casual Dress and Can You Even. These also look very neutral. So first up we have Casual Dress. That is so pretty. It's like a pinky nude. Really beautiful. It's kind of more nude than pink, but it has like a little hint of pink in it. And then this one is Can You Even. This one's even more pink. Oh, these are so beautiful. I really like this duo as well. Then the next one is called Kiss the Dusk, and on the back we have Daily Dose and Big Bang. So this is definitely more of a red duo. So let's do Daily Dose first. I'm very curious about the wear time on these too. If you guys have tried these, let us know in the comments what you thought of them. This one's Big Bang. Because they feel like they dry down, but at the same time, you know, these moussey formulas can sometimes just sit on top of your lips and not really like go into them, so they don't always last a super long time. And then the next set is called Hazy Baby, and we have Lucky Cat and Buttercup in this one. So I'm gonna have to start going down my arm a little bit. First we have Lucky Cat right here. So this one is like a pretty mid-tone pink. It's almost like a warmer pink than a cool one, which is really nice. And then we have Buttercup. So this one's more of a cooler pink. So you kind of have the warm and the cool together, which is really nice if you're a fan of pink lipsticks. And then the next set is called Lofty Goals. So this one has Air Kiss and Puddin'. So Air Kiss looks like it's more of a pink shade, and then Puddin' looks like a neutral. So here's Air Kiss first. That's kind of like a pink with a little hint of almost like coral to it. And then we have Puddin', which is more like a nude, but it also has that little bit of kind of coral to it. These are really pretty too, like beautiful summer colors. And then the last set is called Drop a Hint, and this one has Genie and Keep It Coy. These look really cool toned actually, like cool toned lavender pinks almost. So first up we have Genie. I'm running out of room. That is so gorgeous. I'm loving that color so much. And this is Keep It Coy. This one's like a lighter, like baby pink, which I don't know how this is going to look on my lips. They can kind of go either way. So anyway, this is all of the different colors and the duos. I think these are really pretty. I'm so excited to try the formula and see what it feels like. If you guys have tried these, let us know down in the comments below. And also, if you'd like to see a video about these or see me try them all on, I could do that as well. So just let me know if I get enough requests for it, then I can definitely do that. Next up, I got a box from Shaina B Miami, and they sent over their new Carnival palette. So this one launches January 24th, so it's already out there now. It's $29, and it has glitter, metallic, and matte finishes. It looks like it's going to be really beautiful. And just to refresh your memory, Shaina B had sent over their original Miami palette to me a while ago. I had opened it in the Sunday haul and swatched it for you guys, and it's a beautiful palette. So I just want to show you guys this one really quickly in case you don't remember. It is gorgeous. I love like all these muted colors. So this one looks like it's going to be a little bit more bright. So if you're into more of the more muted colors and neutrals, then you might prefer this one. But if you love your bright colors, I think this one's going to be awesome. And the formula felt so good. The packaging is just like so nice and high-end feeling. And then they also had a face palette that I wanted to show you really quickly as well. I love this face palette. I think the blushes in here are so gorgeous. I'm not really a highlighter person, but they're stunning highlighters as well. They're so soft and buttery feeling, and these blushes are so beautiful. So just wanted to show you those before I open up the new palette. So let's go ahead and open this up and we'll do some swatches. So here's the outside. I think the packaging again feels really, really nice. And then here are the shades inside. So you definitely have your two pressed glitters right here, and then just some really metallic looking textured shadows, which look beautiful. So I'm so excited to dive into some swatches. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so just some quick notes on the formula. The textured shadows, which are on the ends here and here, looked really chunky and metallic, but once you touch them, they feel so soft and velvety, almost like a fuzzy texture. They feel really interesting and unique, and all the other shimmer shades are just so creamy and buttery, and then the matte shades seem like they're going to be really pigmented as well. If you see any streakiness in them, that's mostly because of my fingers, because my fingers have like some texture on them right now because they're so dry. So there's some like flaky bits right here which are keeping the shadows from swatching really smoothly. The shimmer shades, it doesn't matter as much because they have that more creamy texture, but with matte shadows I always run into that when my hands are dry, but that shouldn't take away from like how pigmented these are because they feel amazing. So if you guys are interested in this palette, if you'd like to see me do some looks with it, let me know in the comments below. If I get enough requests, I can definitely put that video together for you guys. All right, guys, so that's everything that I have for this week. And I know normally I do kind of like a little recap or a little bit of a first impression on some of the products that I tried out during the week. But unfortunately, I really didn't get a chance to try much of them just because I was so busy with, getting ready for the wedding, and then we left on Friday. So I didn't get a chance to try out most of the products. But you did see in that one clip earlier that I tried out the Huda Beauty eyeshadows. And I was just loving how they came out and how easy they were to apply. And I'm really happy to say that they were super long lasting on my eyes too. It pretty much looked exactly the same by the time I went to bed that night. So I think it held up really well. There was no creasing issues. It really didn't fade all that much. So I was super, super impressed with them, and I can't wait to try them out a little bit more. But if there's anything that you saw in today's video that you would like to see something more in depth on or like a full review on, definitely let me know down in the comments below. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here on the corner of your screen before you go. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.